In the West, people treat karma like some cosmic justice system. Someone wrongs them, and they think karma will get them. But that's just a coping mechanism, a mental frame to feel like revenge is coming so that they can move on. Or they do a good deed, like giving money to the homeless, and they somehow think that the universe will reward them. But that's just a childlike way of thinking. It's giving away control and hoping for the outcome that they want. The reality is, whatever happens or doesn't happen is on you. You'll be better off in life the sooner you realize that. In Eastern philosophy, mainly Hinduism and Buddhism, karma refers to the law of cause and effect. It's not about punishment and reward. It's about how your actions shape your future experiences. And your actions are determined by what's going on inside your head. So to put it simply, your thoughts determine action, and action determines outcome. But it's a cycle. Your actions also determine or reshape the way you think. Every time you act against your values, you create internal confusion. You enter a fog. You can't think clearly. And that affects your decision making to the point where your decisions start working against you. Like, let's say you eat fast food and then you feel guilty. And because you feel guilty, you starve yourself the next day, which leads to you overeating in the long run. Or let's say you reacted out of anger and you regret your decisions. And because you regret your decisions, you stop trusting yourself. And because you stop trusting yourself, you start to overthink. Or let's say you lied and you fear getting caught. And because you fear getting caught, you lie again, making you become a person no one trusts. So what I'm saying is, you're not punished for your actions, you're punished by them. You can't go back and change whatever you did. You ate fast food, you reacted out of anger, and you lied. That's done. You also can't change how you feel. Guilt, fear, and regret are already there. You're just left with a choice. Ignore those feelings or use them as a signal. When you eat fast food and you feel guilty, don't use more food to numb that guilt. Just correct your behavior and move on. When you react out of anger and you regret your decisions, don't stop trusting yourself. Just learn from your mistakes and don't react out of emotion again. When you lie and you fear getting caught, don't lie to cover it up. Own whatever you did and accept the consequences. Karma isn't an external force, it's the after effect of you ignoring yourself. Everything that happens is just a reflection of your own mind. You decide whether you sharpen it or you blur it further. Momentum works in both ways. When you do something you think is wrong, you feel off, and that feeling affects your decisions, which affects the outcome. When you do something you believe is right, you feel aligned, and that clarity leads to better choices. So if you want to reach your goals, whatever they are, your actions have to align with whatever you believe is right, and that alignment starts small. If you think sleeping in is lazy, get up straight away. If you think skipping the gym is weakness, don't miss a session. If you think watching porn is a sign of a low-value man, quit. Every single action is a message to yourself saying, this is who I am. And as you start being disciplined in doing what you believe is right, your confidence increases, your mind clears, your choices sharpen, and your luck improves. Let's end with some higher level thinking, but don't let it confuse you. If you follow the logic of cause and effect for long enough, you'll realize you don't have any control at all, because your decisions are shaped by your wiring and your experiences. Your wiring is shaped by your genetics, which is shaped by your parents, and their wiring is shaped by theirs. And your experiences are all built on past events that you didn't choose. Even you watching this right now isn't random. It's the result of previous actions, habits, and thoughts, all linked together. And if you decide to take control right now, that too is just part of the chain. So what I'm saying is, free will might be an illusion, but it's one you need to believe in, because the alternative is stagnation, doing nothing and getting nowhere, and that is a slow death. So karma isn't real, not in the way that most people think. There's no universal judge handing out punishment and rewards, but there is cause and effect. And you are a part of that chain. Your actions shape your mind shapes your decisions, and your decisions shape your life. But you don't need to focus on karma, you need to focus on clarity, because what feels like luck is just momentum in disguise.